Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You a runner, motherfucker, high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker, never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Drew Titan, Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Let's get it, man. There's a lot of things I want to cover this morning. Wendell Wright, Omega Red, Rick Blackwell, G. McCall, MD14, Pablo Escobar, Dill Spooley, Rod Neal, Josh, my brother Macados, Mac of the South, Jay Horseman, Detroit, BC in the building, Sparky Pete, DP Rocker, Edgar Chavez, Andrew Gray. Smash the like button, y'all. Let's get directly into my question. Let's get directly into my question. Why does Haney have to move down to 135 to face Tank? And the honest answer is he didn't relinquish the belts. He still got 3 of the belts. Am I right on that? Wasn't one taken from him? Am I right on that? Because a lot of this makes me dizzy. It really does, because to be blunt, man, boxing makes me very sick right now. It really does. Son of Tank, salute. It makes me very sick because there's a lot of nonsense going on. I try and keep it simple. All right. So I'm just going to come out the gate just stating a fact. TJ Love, salute. I'm going to state a fact. The reason why he has to go to 135 to face Tank is because he hasn't relinquished his belts. So there, I answered the question. But let me ask y'all a question. Why does he have to move down to face Tank? Why does he have to do it? Do y'all understand the question? Andrew 100, salute. Do y'all understand the question? I'm gonna ask y'all again. Do y'all understand the question? I'm asking, why does this man have to move down to 135? Tank is the A side in any situation, right? And some may say that Tank is the face of boxing, right? That's what they say. Pay-per-view sales and things like that. That's what they say. Hold on, I'm sorry, I'm reading something. BFTB, salute. Demon in the building. Joe Townsend, King Bonnie. ES, what's up? Smash the like button. Shogun. Is it registering in y'all yet? I'm asking, why does Haney have to go down to 135? Yeah, I know, Joseph. That's a whole other that's a whole other live stream. Oh, Jafar, you know I'm going there. Mr. Shelton, salute. Sensei. Good morning.
Good, man. Good morning. Good morning.
I started off, I asked a question. The question is, why does Devin Haney have to go to 135 to face Tank? And I answered the question, but I want to know. I want to make sure that the audience understands where I'm going with this. The answer to the question is, Devin never relinquished his belts at 135. That's the easy answer. But I'm asking, why does he have to go down to face Tank? And I don't think they're following me. Well, go ahead.
Yeah. Another way to look at it too is this. This might hurt some feelings, but I don't care.
We don't mind.
I just say things sometimes that makes people uncomfortable, and that's okay because life is not about comfort. The fact that he's doing what he's doing, meaning Haney, but there's still others who are hiding behind so-called accentuated circumstances, meaning like if you want to talk about A sides and B sides and things like that. But Haney is making the real moves that fighters make. In other words, is this not what Canelo does?
Yep.
Hasn't Canelo dared to be great by going up to other divisions and challenging champions and come back down to where he holds his undisputed titles? Huh? Win, lose, or draw, right? Hasn't he done that? So why does young Haney not get the same consideration of not only daring to be great, but holding his position and understanding that certain sacrifices need to be made in order to achieve the greatness that one seeks out? Sometimes it requires one be uncomfortable. Because we saw how uncomfortable he looked in 2-fight deal with facing Kambosos over in Australia, but he did it. He manned up and he garnered the respect and success that nobody can take away from him. It's in the books. So now he's getting ready to take on another challenge that win, lose, or draw, he's making the move. And he's not doing it the Canelo way. He's not seeking out the easiest guy to fight and things of that nature. He's taking on the most known guy at that weight class.
Yep.
Because Mr. Matthias is not as well known as Regis is. And Regis is a 2-time champion proven at that weight class. So he's the veteran. And there's respect that comes with facing that type of a challenge. So if he's successful in this endeavor or not, he can still go back and defend what is his position that he also maintains leverage and negotiating power for at the junior lightweight division. I mean, excuse me, at the lightweight division. So those are great positions to be in, unlike Shitty Cuz.
You can't talk about anything going on without bringing up Shitty Cuz. Salute to my brother Big Block. Salute to my brother Big Block and that super chat. Much love and appreciation, man. Salute to you, good brother. My brother Dave in the building. My brother Al B. Salute, good brother. Cedric Taylor, Cassandra. That dude named Dave in the building. What's good, man? KP from KC5 and that super chat. Much love and appreciation here, Drew. Tank is at the border in Texas lurking. Oh, man. Salute, Roger. What up, man? I'm going to address all of it. RS Cooper, my brother. What's up, man? MP.
What the fuck?
Salute. New fat boy. What's good? Yeah, now look. I like to keep it simple here. Todd French, salute. I like to keep it simple here. I know that Devin didn't relinquish his belts at 135. All right. And like I said, y'all ain't answer me. Didn't they take one already? I'm not sure. Picasso, what up? Here's the deal. Yes. He's still a champion down there. MXC, what up? What belt is Tank gonna fight him for? I don't know. But here's the deal. Slip the jab, salute. Here's the deal. Didn't Tank fight at 140 already? Didn't he get a knockout? Mario Barrios? Wasn't there talk about him even going up to fight Keith Thurman? Didn't that happen? That I swear that happened. So do y'all understand the goddamn question? I'm asking. Why does the champion, in a sense, since he's the A side, Dara, what up, have to kowtow to Tank? Because he's the A side. Devin is the champion. He's chasing people out of divisions. He's running up to 140 to fight a guy that nobody wanted to fight. Meanwhile, Teofimo Lopez is up there and has a deal worked out where they're making him a champion. BFTB, salute. Tony G, what's good? Anthony, what up? Yo, Teofimo don't have no mandatories, y'all. Y'all know the deal with him and his deal? Brian, what up? And I'm glad you said that, Brian. This being a conversation, I remember I just watched not just watched it, I watched it when he said it. Somebody was BFTV said Tio just said he's still retired.
Hold on, though. Hold on. Let's be consistent. From what we understand, and I'm really getting ready to say something that people don't like. If Tio is talking about he's still retired, then that means that Tio doesn't have to be participating in the doping testing.
Uh-oh.
So, certain advantages that people who have been known to be found as cheaters can benefit, because as soon as they say, I'm retired, the testing stops. Drew can enlighten you on that a little more than I can, but let's be consistent here. We've seen that before in other weight divisions, have we not?
Hey, Stormy, was the Teofimo that was damn near flawless versus Josh Taylor the same Teofimo we saw against George Camboza?
He looked highly energetic, didn't he?
Very energetic. You couldn't touch that guy. He was Neo from the Matrix versus Josh Taylor. He was.
When Garcia
and then he
had
retired
a couple of times.
Then he retired, right? I'm just asking. Go to his buddy down the dial that likes to fake comas and talk to him. That's his man. I'm just asking. I'm just pointing out a fact. We pointed out about Tyson Fury all the time. He has an outstanding performance, then he retires. And when you retire, you avoid testing. I'm just asking. I'm not alleging anything. I'm just asking.
The people who follow the sport and understand the information. I talked about this on the show last night. we bring information that a lot of people don't talk about. That's why it seems odd to you when it hits you. And sometimes it's your favorite fighter that who's you know what I'm saying? And you get upset about it and you get in your feelings. And then you want to come back and call us names and talk about us and go on other channels and say stuff about us. But we telling you what everybody else ain't telling you because they know what's going on. But we put you on to the real and you get upset about it. You get upset about it.
Y'all want some consistency? Because I know the haters are dick watching this morning. Y'all want some consistency? Stylistically, James Toney is my favorite fighter. But what do we all know about James? That man popped like popcorn. If you look,
Evander did too.
there you go. Black Undertaker, what up? I ain't see you in a minute. Frequent flyer, Mr. Sharp, salute. If you look at his box rec, Lamar, what up? In that fight, one of his greatest performances, in my opinion, was against John the Quiet Man Ruiz. I was there. As an MSG. He smoked him. Didn't knock him out, but smoked him, outboxed him, countered him. That fight says no contest because right after that fight, he popped. And John went to sue him and everything. And justifiably so. His excuse was he had an injury and he was on some sort of shot that was supposed to speed up the healing process. If you believe it, you believe it. You don't, you don't. But whatever was in his system was a banned substance. A rule is a rule is a rule is a rule.
And the banned substances that are on the list for a reason.
Thank you.
Because they have proprieties that be consistent with allowing someone to get away with something that is not legal in what they test for. Period. Point
Period.
blank.
Period. James Toney stylistically is one of my favorite fighters in the world, but the man popped. Period. So we just asking the question about Teofimo because that was not the guy I saw against Josh Taylor. That was not the guy. So the WBO gives him a status in which he has the red carpet rolled out for him. He's gone to 140. Okay. He doesn't have to defend his title at all. He has no mandatories. Sound like a franchise status situation to me. It did. I never did a video on it, but I had a whole article and I just wanted to have a discussion about it, but I never got around to it because I don't particularly care for him as a person. So I said, I just never did it. But don't you find this strange? So let's bring it back to, and I also find it strange that although he's retired and he has a WBO situation where he don't have to defend his title, but when Floyd was asked about Tank, whose name did he mention? He mentioned Teofimo Lopez. Todd, what up? And I said, why is he talking about him when Devin is that dude? Why is he mentioning Teofimo when Devin is that dude? When a fighter has a loss, y'all like saying, oh, he got so-and-so problems. He got so-and-so problems. I never heard you motherfuckers say Lomachenko got Salido problems. Never heard you guys say that. In fact, y'all tried to erase that fight from history. Y'all got the Infinity Stones and tried to hop dimensions or whatever it is y'all think y'all could do. ESPN got in on the fuck shit too. Y'all don't believe me? Don't worry. Hang on. I got you. Hang on. I got you. I got the receipts there, buddy boy. Read that. Look at that record. Look at that record. Look at that. Y'all, I'm not Godfather.
Yeah. You can't make this shit up, people. You cannot make this shit up.
That was doing a live broadcast, and he's just sitting there. And let me tell you, if you don't check them, you're guilty by it. Let's not forget, Mikey Garcia called his ass out too. Well, they could have fought. But I don't really know what happened there. 2 is way before 14. Why do they have him as undefeated at that time? Stop playing with the people. See, these are the things that they do. And if we're not here to discuss it, motherfuckers will tell you any old thing. And these guys in old media are so sick of us, they fire shots at us. Why do you think we don't like Steve Taekwondo Kim? Calling us the woke community. I heard it. Michelle Joy Phelps firing shots at us. Literally had to get naked on the internet to make her money because she wasn't good enough. When the pandemic happened, I said it. When that happened, they weren't making any bread. They got together on a YouTube panel and complained about us. How are they making all this money? And we got degrees to do what we do. You know why? Because no one likes y'all. That's it. And what do I always say? If people like, trust, and respect you, they're going to fucks with you. And during the pandemic, I don't even think Trill was talking boxing like that. They were talking other shit. It still had an audience of 500 people in the chat. Everybody on this side was eating. They wasn't. Why I'm bringing that up? This is a joint effort. And Floyd's a part of it. And Tank's a part of it. Did I once say Tank can't fight? No, I didn't say that. Am I talking about who wins in that fight? I'm not talking about that. The question is, why does Haney have to move down to 135 to face Tank? Why does he really have to do that when Tank is the face of boxing? And I thought, didn't Floyd say belts don't pay the bills? So what is he fighting Devin for, really? What is he fighting him for? What belt? What belt sparks his interest? Say, you know what? I want that belt. I want to go get that belt. Or why can't he just take his behind up to 140? Because you know the young man like to eat. We seen him when he's not training. You know, he got the pot belly. He really looked like a Cabbage Patch Kid. Y'all remember that meme with that Tank with the Cabbage Patch Kid face? That was hilarious. Why can't he just go to 140 and face Devin there on a level playing field? Because what I was going to say earlier, Greer, what up? What I was going to say, ATG, what up? Hitman, what up? What I was going to say earlier was, I saw this interview with Rolly. And he said, Tank don't hit hard. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He slept you. What are you talking about? He says, no, he just puts people in these odd advantages where he's successful. And although it's debatable, man.
Did I not say something similar to that a
yes,
moment
you
ago?
did. Yes, you did. And people don't want to hear it, but it's debatable. And I know it's coming from Rolly, and he's a weirdo, but the sun shines on the dog's ass sometimes. A broken clock is right twice a day. There's some NBA D Nice salute. There's some truth to that. Really think about what he said, though. Why did he catch weight Ryan Garcia? Why did he need to do that? Why he catch weight? Didn't he catch weight Rolly? Why did he do that? Think about what I'm saying, y'all. And you see, this is a whole other live, but you know, we could touch on it now. There's a lot of similarities between him and Canelo, isn't it? Isn't it? There's a lot of similarities. Canelo tried to do a legacy pad with Badu Jack. And Badu said, hey, okay, yeah, that sounds good. And then he said, yo, we need you to drain. What did we want to drain Badu? Like 19 pounds? And he was like, get the F out of here. Get away from me with that. And thank you for Badu not selling out for the money. And he said, by the way, take your ass down to 168 and fight Benavidez. And the peanut gallery was mighty quiet about that. Mighty quiet. Mark Wonderland, I'm just different. What up? Big Cup of Joe, what up? Mighty quiet about that. I mean, we said something, but you know, we hate Canelo. Right. We hate him, or we just pointing out, yo, look, yeah. Why he tried to drain Badu Jack 19 fucking pounds? Don't say you going to cruiserweight and then draining them all the way down like 8 weight classes. What the fuck are you talking about? Get out of here. Messenger, what up? So, is there truth to what is being said about Tank? Why does Devin have to go to 135 to face Tank when they could fight and have the same audience and everything else at 140? And by the way, Devin has a fight coming up. He has to get past Regis. We're talking like he's past Regis already. He still got to win that fight. But if he gets past Regis, and I think he will, why does he have to go down to 135 to face Tank? When Tank is a face of boxing, he don't care about belts. He's the money man. Just go up to 140. You know why? Let me answer the question. Let's just cut through the bullshit, y'all. You know why? Tank will have an advantage. Period.
And the
Now,
same
Tank can
advantage would be different with Devin having moved up to fight a fight at a higher weight and then have to cut the weight back again to come back down. See, when how many fights have Tank had since he fought Barrios at 140?
None. Not at 140.
No, but I'm saying, how many fights has he had since he faced Barrios?
3?
Isn't that enough time to readjust to the weight and keep your diet in a certain place and know that you're going to be strong again being down there? When Roy went up to heavyweight, came back down, fought Tarver, he didn't feel he was the same, but he kept fighting at light heavy, and he eventually reacclimated, but it took time. So if Devin goes up to this higher weight, even though it's just a couple of pounds, and comes back down, there is an advantage for Tank to have in something like that. When Tank could have, when he got out of his legal situation, start prepping, and been ready for this December against Devin right now.
Yep.
But no, while he was away, sitting up, and we had conversations and shows talking about his people could be sending Devin the paperwork to get this done when he's home and everything, and he can get back in the thick of things and they can have a super fight before the end of the year. But what did he do? He had a press release. I'm sorry, my fans and family and this and that. I'm not coming back this year in 2023. So now you guys are saying that Devin has to come back down to 135 and defend, because how many months will have passed that Devin will have been a 140-pounder naturally? So at some point next year, you guys want to see Devin strain himself down again and go in against a known puncher at the lower weight, like Roy Jones did against Tarver, and you're praying that history repeats itself. I've been around. I've seen what goes down. Tank could have fought Devin at 135 already. He could have fought Devin at 135 after Devin finished the business with Kambosos.
That was the time to get him. That was the time to get him. But what did he give you? He gave you, Latino heat. That's what he did. That's what he did. Do y'all understand the question of the show now? Why does Haney have to move down to 135 to fight Tank? Why? Are we talking about because he has belts? Are we talking about the principle of it? The principle. Devin is supposed to cater to him because of the choices he made? All those choices he made, all of the things that he gave you, and Devin has to kowtow to him Still, who's put forth the better work ethic? Want me to keep it more simple? Devin was chasing around and finally fought and beat the guy that Tank ran from. All around strong, salute. Oh, well, Drew, who are you talking about? Yeah, I'm talking about this guy.
Unified, undefeated. Unified, undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What?
Undefeated.
What the hell is even that?
How dare you? How dare you, Negroes? Tank fans, how dare you? Make no mistake about it. There's no way you can shape that. Tank ducked Loma. That happened. Did Floyd not use Loma's name as a legitimate threat to Tank? I think it's time. I was like, what the fuck? Why would he say that out loud? What's wrong with these fucking fighters saying dumb shit out loud? You're using Lomachenko as a punishment? What the fuck? What? Tom, what up? Steve L. the Mac. Box with Life, what up? What? Where's my button? God damn it.
What?
What are you talking about, dude? Devin has given us everything that we wanted in the fighter. I don't care what division that he's in. Devin had so many chips stacked against him, and he prevailed. They got Deontay, and he's still around. And salute to our brother. They tried to get Devin. I'm going to play the Teofimo Lopez clip in a second. That's an old clip. I think that clip's from, I think that clip is like from 2017, 2018. BF said, told that man to shut up before he put him in there with Loma. He damn sure did. Tank fans, we're not making that up. That happened. Y'all know that happened. And Devin, while Floyd was keeping Tank away from Loma, Devin's chasing him. Imagine this. You see Tank running, and Loma's chasing him. Get your ass over here. And then behind him is Devin. No, nigga, you come over here. That's what happened. But somehow the nigga all the way in the front running, somehow he's the bigger draw. Why does Devin have to move down? Now, Devin's a warrior. My advice, I'll tell Bill, fuck that kid. Make him come to 140. But they're going to do what they're going to do. But for real, fuck that kid. Make him come up to 140. Out of principle. Don't put yourself in no disadvantage for guys like Tank and guys like Shakap Sanchez. Make them come see you. Because you know why? Devin is in the driver's seat. They're not broke, and they're getting work done. Shakur hasn't done shit. He had his chance. Okay? Tank is the A side. He could have fought Devin in like 2021. Before that, actually. They could have been got this out the way. They didn't do it. So now you got to wait. So in theory, what's Tank going to do? Come down, I want to fight for the IBF. Give me that. Give me the WBO, the WBC, WBA. Shut the fuck up, young man. Devin should be on some, you know what? I want it. I want it on foreign soil. I defended it on foreign soil. And I defended it at home. I beat the man who beat the man twice. And then I beat this Lomachenko guy that I've been chasing for 3 years, but you let American media tell it. He won. You let them tell it. They're not going to tell you how he ducked me, and they invented statuses to boxing and barbecue. Salute. Invented statuses to have him avoid me, and his luck ran out the night he faced me. So my advice would be, get rid of the belts. Don't pay no sanctioning fees if you're going to drain yourself and hurt yourself, and don't give this kid an advantage. Never forget, Shakap Sanchez. He's gonna be drained. That shit dead. He gonna be drained. Remember that? Rubbing his hands together. He gonna be drained.
Put that picture of him up. That picture of him looking in the ring.
Man, do I have that? I gotta have one of those somewhere. He gonna be drained. Who the fuck? Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on, wait. Yo, y'all Shakur and Tank fans, do y'all like Devin? No. That's how y'all niggas look at Devin. Yo, y'all want him to beat me just right? No.
Oh man. Oh, that is perfect.
No, you niggas.
That is perfect.
Oh, you niggas. Y'all like the fact that he smashed Lomachenko? No.
Oh man. I got tears coming.
Monkey!
God!
Oh my
God! You!
Oh my God!
You!
Oh my God!
You niggas ain't shit. Y'all hate yourself. Cop Aborigines, my brother. Y'all hate yourselves. Deacon, what up, man? Brian Jones, what up? What does he say? Brian Jones says, why would the A-side Tank move up and give the advantage to Dev? Dev beat one of the 4 kings of the lightweight and Loma as well as Tank did by beating Ryan. But now people want to pretend Ryan wasn't. No, Brian. Let's address that. He says, name a TMT and Top Rank co-promotion. The Tank Duck Loma is just a BS narrative. No, it's not, brother. Brian Jones, no, it's not. Let's deal with the facts. Tank ducked Loma. That's a fact. I'm not getting into all of that TMT Top Rank promote. I'm not getting into that. What I said to you was a fact. You know why? Because they didn't fight. Loma was chasing Tank. I could pull up video right now when Loma was mentioning the Tank, and goddamn Floyd literally grabbed the mic and said, no. What we're not gonna do. We're not gonna do that. We have a plan. Y'all remember this 3 years ago? We have a plan, and we're gonna follow that plan. And in other words, you don't want to fight Loma. Andre, what up? He didn't want to fight Loma. Floyd did not want to put, and Tank sat there looking like how Dillian White sat there when Frank Warren was like, well, you should be slave drivers, with the same look on his face. Brian, that happened. And guess what? I hated it. I said, yo, go get that motherfucker. You could beat him. And the fight never took place. That was like in 2017, man. 2018. That happened, man. That happened. And guess what else could have happened back then? Devin Haney. But Floyd didn't see value. Trick notes, he in the building, salute. Floyd didn't see value in fighting Haney. Why? He sees more value in fighting Latin fighters. He got Tank walking in the same footsteps that he walked in. And so far, it's working. Why? Because Tank is the A side. So now I'm asking you, if Tank is the A side, right? Why should Devin move down to 135 to face Tank? Why? And put himself at a disadvantage. What are y'all admitting? Because Rolly said, Tank don't punch hard. He just puts people at these weird advantages. And then I thought about it. Why did he catch weight Ryan? Why did he do that? And what else you said? He beat one of the, what did you say? Let me put it up here. He said, Four Kings. Dev beat one of the four kings of lightweight in Loma as well as Tank did beating Ryan. I was never sold on Ryan, good brother. I was never sold on him. Who in this chat thought that Ryan Garcia was gonna beat Tank? It's okay. I'm not gonna rag on you. I knew how that fight was gonna end.
Hey, the race warriors thought that
the race warriors are the only people that thought that Ryan, hey, Ryan, he's fast. He got that left hook. I said he's not gonna touch him. He dropped his ass in the second round. I did a whole video on it.
When Ryan got dropped during an exchange, because Tank basically covered, ducked, and fired, and Ryan went to the canvas, I think that if you could have taken a poll across the world who was tuned into the fight, more than 75% of people was like trying to go to the bathroom and change their underwear, because those were the ones that were dialed in, hoping, that something like that could happen for Ryan, but it was not to be. And there's a reason that it was not to be. There's a reason that they made that fight. They toyed with you guys.
They
All that
played with your
time,
emotions.
like Tank wasn't interested in everything, and Ryan was the grand scheme the whole time.
Whole time. Now let me ask Cadillac Red, salute. Let me ask the brother Brian, and I hope y'all ain't time him out or nothing like that. He just had an opinion. Code 67, salute. What made Ryan Garcia part of y'all saying Ryan Garcia's part of the Four Kings? Here's my question. How? That statement of Ryan being one of the Four Kings at 135 is just as confusing as how Tank is the face of boxing. Allow me to explain. Ryan Garcia ain't do shit to be considered a king of anything. He hasn't done shit. Slip the jab, salute. Now Tank has been promoted well, and the boy's powerful. The boy can fight. But who's done more work? Who's done the work? Who's done the work? Devin. Devin did the work. Devin's taking deals with Eddie Hearn and Bob Arum, running and going to Australia.
I'm going to really make him mad.
135 is doing that.
Ryan is not a king. He's not. But amongst kings, he's a eunuch. And that's about as much as we can give him.
Do y'all know what a eunuch is? Do y'all even know what that is?
Let him research and look it up.
He's a eunuch. Ryan has done nothing. See, you let the media tell y'all this weird shit. Whole time, True Boxing Night, my brother. Whole time, I was just asking. I said, yeah, he got hand speed, and I was following him on Instagram. He has this video with him doing shadow punches, uppercuts with Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm like, okay, but you got to get in and do something. Opula LD, salute. You got to get in there and do something. He got what he was asking for, and he got beat up. He got beat up, and he got stopped with a body shot. Now let me add to that. Being that we know what it was, y'all want to give him credit for Ryan? Y'all want to give Tank credit for Ryan? I'll give him credit for sales. But listen, we got these MMA versus boxing things happening that are doing millions of dollars, millions of views, millions of buys. Does that mean that was a quality fight? We've been screaming about Undisputed with Fury and Usyk for how long? But he gave you Ngannou. And somehow that did better than Spence versus Bud. Come on now. So I don't have any stock in what you got to say about Ryan Garcia. I really don't, Brian. I really don't. I really don't. So Tank, the question is, why does Devin have to move down to face Tank? I'd rather Devin say, fuck it. Y'all gonna strip me? Take the belts. I won them already. That's in the books. That's in the books. You want to talk about money? Fine, I ain't gotta pay no more sanctioning fees. And he could afford it, but I ain't gotta pay no more sanctioning fees. I won it. I won it in Australia. I defended in Australia, and I beat your fucking white boy warrior. I'm good. I can't make 135 anymore. And I tried to give y'all Shakur Sanchez, and he blocked that. And somehow y'all getting on Devin for that. Meanwhile, y'all don't want to talk about Tank having to. Why the fuck did he have to catch weight Ryan Garcia? He fought Mario Barrios, whom I think was a way better fighter than Ryan. He fought Mario Barrios at the full 140 and was talking about going up to fight Keith Thurman. Why did he have to play games with weight with Rolly and Ryan? Are y'all sure y'all want this Haney fight? It makes sense that you wanted at 135 because y'all rubbing your hands together like Shakur Sanchez. He's gonna be drained. Yeah. Are y'all sure y'all want this Haney smoke? Got me thinking about y'all, right? I'm looking at y'all strange. I'm looking at y'all real strange. You know what I'm saying? That's Sean Haney. Salute, good brother. Salute, good brother. Salute, good brother. Salute. Thomas, what up? Salute to you, good brother. That's really him?
Is that Devin's brother?
Yeah, I think that's Dev's brother.
Salute to you, bro. Salute to you. Hey,
Salute
we
to you,
always
brother.
gonna hold it down, man. We gonna hold
Yeah,
it
we always
down.
gonna hold it down, good brother. We always gonna hold it down. We tell the truth over here. And let me tell you, man, the Haney's been real good to us. Oh, that's him? All right, so let me tighten them up there. I because we got weirdos out here. Let me tighten them up, Yeah, throw him that wrench. Because we got weirdos out here. You got posers out here. So I just wanted to make sure it's you. Yes, sir. Salute to you, good brother. And I guess now's as good a time as any. Fresh off tennis practice. Yes, salute. Now's as good a time as any. Listen, y'all. Tank, I never said he was trash. I'm just saying he's playing the game. And a bit of yeah, I did slip the jab. I did. It's him. A bit of what's going on with Tank is mystique. It's a whole lot of marketing behind Tank. And I don't have to call him trash. Marco, what up? I don't have to call him trash. I'm not going to trash him. You know why I'm not going to do it? For two reasons. Number one, it's not true. Tank is not trash. That's number one. That's the main thing. That's number one. Number two, if Devin and him fight and Devin whoops his ass, what good is it to discredit him? If that fight ever gets signed, I'm going to build Tank up as a destroyer. And when Devin boxes his face in, I'm going to say, look, Devin beat another killer. Because there was motherfuckers saying that he wasn't going to be able to compete against George Kambosos. Let me explain to you what kind of person Devin Haney is. Y'all remember when we got the news that like 90% of Team Haney couldn't travel to Australia? Y'all remember that? Y'all remember we blew a gasket over here and we said, you know what? Fuck that, Devin. Don't go over there. They're going to rob you crazy. You're going to get off the plane. They're going to throw koala bears at you. You're going to go in your locker room. There's going to be a kangaroo in there kicking you in your face and shit. You're going to be all beat up getting to the ring. You're going to be fighting the audience, the refs, all kinds of shit. We was like, don't go. And by the time we said don't go, Devin was in the air already. We was like, oh shit. Dr. Mark, salute. We was like, oh shit. Devin is different. And Devin went over there, had no, y'all remember he had no cut, man? Over there, I think he had no cut. No, I'm sorry. He had no end swell. But it didn't matter because George ain't touch him. Devin went over there with no end swell. Okay? Devin went over there with no end swell. And it didn't matter. Because George ain't touch him. And I'm pointing this out because of this. There's reality behind all of my jokes. You niggas ought to be ashamed of yourselves. And the reason why I peg y'all as like that is because y'all ain't have this in your lives. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't even gonna hold you. This got me kind of choked up when I saw this picture. It really did. And it got me choked up and it got me angry. It got me very angry because American media did not do their fucking job. They were supposed to drag the Australian. They were supposed to drag him. Now, I never spoke to Bill about this, but I was just wondering, when they signed for this fight, I would figure that one of the main things spoken about is say, wait a minute, before we agree for y'all to fight in our country, y'all need to make sure y'all can travel over here first. That should have been at the goddamn meeting. They pulled that shit, I think, week of the fight. And while we online going crazy about it, saying, Devin, you know what, fuck it, we don't even go. We already know what they're setting to do. Devin was in the air already. They didn't allow Bill to come over there. He had to catch a red eye over there, man. Come on. But y'all niggas running around here looking like this. Y'all didn't give a shit. Y'all wanted Devin to win? No. And that's exactly why the brother won. See, y'all too busy like this. See, I've been holding on to this for a minute. Y'all know what this was right here? Y'all know what this was? You know what this
Oreo
was?
cookie convention?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. He's dapping it up with Keyshawn saying, yeah, you'll get a shot. You'll get a shot. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't shake hands with that devil. Now, what did the brother Brian Jones say? He said in 2021, 2022, Ryan, Loma, Haney, Davis were being promoted as the four kings. Let me put this up because I'm going to address it. You already said something, Fugazi. And so was shows like Trail Boxing until Tank beat him. Let me address that. Who did you say was being promoted as three king of boxing? Davis was being promoted as the four kings. Those guys was being promoted as the four kings of boxing. What did I say about Ryan? If you go and you brought up Trail Boxing, everyone was confused as to why Ryan was even. It was three kings, not four. We were like, where did Ryan even come from? We always called him an Instagram model. We always say, yo, what the fuck? What has he done? Everyone asked that, but you know what? Majority rules, right? We can say he ain't shit. But you know what Ryan can say to us? I got a Gatorade deal. We were like, how the fuck did that happen? He got commercials with Damian Lillard, but he didn't do anything.
Let me show you how relevant Ryan is to the sport of boxing in the eye of Stormy B-Man. Go to my channel and look over my page and count how many videos you see featuring Ryan Garcia and his significance and prominence in the sport of boxing. And that you will find is the revelation of where his place is. Take note.
Brian, stop. He said Ryan accomplished as much as one hit wonder Kambosos. No, Kambosos beat Teofimo Lopez, man. Kambosos could say Kambosos could say he was unified. Kambosos could say that. Kambosos had 3 belts. I'm not counting that franchise shit. Ryan, when he got in the ring, when it was time, when it counted, he lost.
And he never fought a champion. He never fought for a world title.
He never fought a champion. What did
And
he do?
For those of you that think that Tank was the world champion when he fought him, I beg to differ.
Ryan also, when it became Showtime, Ryan got in there and got dropped by what's his name? Was it Luke Campbell? Didn't Luke Campbell knock him on his ass? And we were like, yo, whoa, what happened here? He got up and won, but why he got dropped? Why he got dropped? You understand? So Ryan hasn't even done anything that George Kambosos has done. George could say I was unified. He could say that. He can say that. I don't play with the undisputed bullshit. George was unified. He can say that. He could say I came to Teofimo's backyard and knocked him down in the first round and fought in a hard fight and won. He can say that. Ryan can't say that. He got tanked and got stopped. Brian, don't move the goalposts, good brother. Don't do that. I'm not talking about Maxie Hughes. Because now you're trying to degrade George Kambosos. You can't do that. When he beat Teofimo Lopez, who was a unified champion, that beat Lomachenko, who was a unified champion, who asked for a franchise status to specifically duck Devin Haney. That's what BF is saying. He's the man that beat the man. Who beat the man? No. Maxie Hughes, isn't Maxie that bitch from Soul Calibur, the ninja bitch? I ain't trying to, bro. Look, Ryan Garcia was a marketing scheme who slipped through the cracks. And you're actually making my point. Why does Haney have to move to 135 to face Tank? Why? Because he's a face of boxing? No. He hasn't put in the work. A lot of what, and I know Tank fans don't like it, but a lot of what Tank has done, he had a whole machine behind him. He had the machine that Devin didn't have. Devin got the work, y'all. Tank didn't do that. And Shakur is asking for a handout. And he was getting 25%. Listen, let's review. He was getting 25%, which is a bag. He was getting a shot at being on pay-per-view, a shot at 4 belts, and he was going to get drained. And he still said, no, I know my worth. Turn right around, go to Frank Martin and say, yo, all right, while you at it, don't give me the $1 million. Give me 1.5. I need some money. A nigga got a mortgage. So why is Shakur can say, I know my worth, but Frank Martin don't know his worth? Huh?
Wait a minute. Let's slow it down a little bit more. Why didn't anybody ever jump on Joe Goosen for how he handled the whole thing with Ryan and everything? Dude, it's like y'all talk about Derek James because his fighter lost a fight and then his other fighter
talked to him
very bad and everything. But y'all want to talk and make videos and everything. Where are the videos on Joe Goosen, who basically snatched a bag away from Ryan Garcia and went on with those awful tattered and torn blue jean outfits that he wears, huh? He spent most of his money at the hair salon, huh? Why is nobody talking about Joe Goosen?
Yo, y'all gave it. Y'all gave it to Derek James. Y'all gave it to Derek James. Y'all were mighty quiet on Joe Goosen, but guess what? Not Drew. Not Drew. And I'm going to show y'all exactly what I'm talking about.
Did it hit that rib part at all, Ryan?
Yeah.
I knew it.
I knew it.
But I didn't want to continue because my rib.
No, listen.
Your man quit. Move! I ain't let him off the hook. I said, wait a minute. Brian Jones, Dr. Mark, salute. If I miss you, 88 Sports Talk, salute. Brian says Tank will go to 140 if Dev signed the rehydration clause. What rehydration clause? Andrew 100, my brother. What did my brother Trick say? Trick say, of course, they won't show the picture of Bill and Devin embracing, but quick to show Mauro Charlo when he was arrested, Tank arrested, and countless others fighters. No Kovalev mugshot. You know what time it is. There is no Kovalev mugshot. I mean, there is, but there isn't. You literally would have to go to the place that locked him up and request to see it. But it's not online. And we looked for it. We looked for it heavy. It's not there. Tank will go to 140. Why does it have to be a rehydration clause, Brian? I'm curious. Why does it have to be a rehydration clause? Why can't he just go to 140? Was there a rehydration clause with Mario Barrios? I don't remember. Help me out here. Huh? Wait, Brian. Yo, Brian. Okay, bro. You're doing a lot right now. You're doing a lot right now, good brother. You're doing a lot. He says, why should Shakur take less than Loma to fight Dev? What are you talking about? Why should
Shakur be focused on Dev when Dev got other business and Shakur got a fight coming up right now, and you guys aren't even talking about that? That guy is a live opponent against Shakur, and hopefully he gives y'all something to cry about after the fight is over with, because the lack of focus is deafening.
Brett, wait, hold on. Stormy, let's ask Mr. Jones. Who's accomplished more in their career, Loma or Shakap? I'll wait.
What?
Okay, let's go here, because the accomplishments argument, there's no comparison. Let's go here. Who's generated more revenue, Loma or Shakur? No! Who sold more seats, Loma or Shakur?
What?
Okay. Abel, what up? Black Gun Owners Magazine. He said Barrios signed a rehydration clause. Brian, why does, I love that Brian's here proving my point. Why does Tank need all of these advantages? Did he need an advantage to fight Ryan? Did he need an advantage to fight Rolly? Now Rolly's saying that, yo, he needs an advantage. He don't hit hard. He just needs these advantages. Now Rolly's looking right. Why does Tank need these advantages? Go. I know, BF. D free. What's good? Jay, what's going on? Yeah, Brian. Yeah. At 25%, Shakur will be lucky to take $1 million. Cool. So Shakur should have gave him more money, right? Right. So why didn't Shakur and Bob Arum give Frank Martin more money? Go. Go ahead. I got you, Mark. Go ahead.
Brian, why don't you come on out and say what your real name is and stop hiding behind that?
Yeah, that's obviously
that is so
Shakur.
Come on, man.
Stop playing. Shakur. Stop playing.
If I was to come out and just say,
oh my God, stop, bro. Here it is. I was waiting for this. Y'all seeing this, right? Screenshot this. Now, Devin is a weight bully. There it is. I knew someone was gonna do that. I knew it.
Can we execute Order 66?
Execute Order 66.
Yeah.
I knew it. I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming. I knew it. I was just waiting. Now y'all can do it. BFTB said that's Gary. It gotta be Gary. God damn it. Screenshot this, y'all. He said if Dev needs to be more than 150, what the fuck are y'all talking about? The question was, why does Tank need all of these advantages? That's why I asked the question. You the A side. You could beat the world. You already fought at 140. Why are you going up to 140, but having a guy at 140 come in with you in essence drained him? What's the point of moving up in weight when you're going to play with the weight? So now if you went up there and fought Keith Thurman at 147, it would have been at 147. You'd have had him drain down to 139 or something stupid like that. Tom Etheridge in that super chat, much love. He said, is it me or does Joe Goosen have a bang-yang? He does. Not the bang-yang. The bang-yang. Oh.
Staying alive.
Now that y'all finally heard it. I was waiting. EJ, what up? I was waiting. Oh, you just sent it to my IG? Let me see something. You go up in there. Oh shit. I knew someone was gonna say it, bro. I knew someone was gonna say it, bro. I knew someone was gonna say it. I was just waiting. And I didn't think it'd happen on my show. I'm dead ass. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
See, once somebody started talking about bully, they fully of shitty.
My God, a weight, but I knew he was good, man. I'm surprised niggas ain't tell BF that already. Not you finally heard it. Oh, wait, Devin's a weight bully. Is that what niggas are trying to say? What the fuck are y'all talking about? The man's undisputed at 135. And
somebody
see, this
tell
is
Tio we sending them those people from the commission to send them over there to do that drug drop, even though he retired.
Yo, wait a minute. The man, bro, listen. Devin Haney's the man. Devin Haney's the man. Marco, what's good?
What's going on? How you guys doing?
What's good?
We in these boxing streets. We in these boxing streets.
Going on, Stormy?
What's happening, man? How you feel?
I'm all right, you know. Getting a little cold out here, but you know, you're in Chicago, so I mean, I'm not telling you anything.
Yeah.
Right. You got it.
Kane, what up?
Tough it up this time of year. Tough it
So
up.
the latest thing, Marco, is the fella Brian in the chat said Devin Haney's a weight bully. That's the latest thing. You heard it here first. Now he's a weight bully.
You should get him on. He should come on and speak his piece.
I don't want to bother the brother because I know he's training. Maybe I'll talk to Bill, but waiting.
I mean the dude Brian.
Oh, the dude Brian. Oh, see, guys like that, they don't show their face. They don't show their face. They don't show their face. You know, I mean, those guys, I'll say, come on, turn the camera on so I can know that I'm talking to a real person. And you want to know how bad it is, Marco? Years ago, and this is a real story, I say about maybe 5 years ago now, BFTV was live. It's a true story. For those of you in the chat, y'all remember this. He was talking. He had some British dude on. And I'm on the panel, and I'm just listening. And I told the brother, I said, yo, you sound like AJ. Turn your camera on. He said, oh, what? It's not me. He wouldn't turn the camera on. Then he said he had a flip phone, and the phone he had no camera on it. We said, no, hold on. Turn your goddamn camera on. And dude left the panel.
You think it was him?
I think it was him. I'm dead
Yeah,
serious.
And he came back a couple of times to BFTV's channel.
I think you see, y'all remember that shit? It's not me, you dumbass. I swear to God that happened. Marco, I think that was Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
I'm listening to him. I said,
that was before he lost to Andy Ruiz.
That was
That's
before
how
he lost
long
to Andy
ago
Ruiz.
it's been.
Oh, wow.
Long time ago.
He's watching.
Yeah.
He's
You
been
ever said
watching.
his name was Zebedon Looney? That was his name? Zebedon Looney? That sounds familiar.
Zebedon Looney.
I was like, yo. I said, brother, you sound like AJ. He said, huh? I said, yo, bro, do me a favor, turn your camera on real quick. You can turn it back off. No, I don't have a camera on this phone. How do you not? Yo, AJ, this is AJ. It's not me.
He said it's not me.
Yep.
Oh, shit.
He actually said that.
That shit was funny as hell. He said, it's not me. I was like, oh, shit. And he ran off the goddamn live. Never turned his camera on.
Damn.
It's not me. So let me ask you, Marco. Why does Haney have to move down to 135 to face Tank?
He doesn't. I talked to Tank's Coach Kenny, and he said that they foresee Tank going to 47.
Whoa. 47 is after 140, right?
Yeah, that's the way math works. Yeah.
So, what is this? Devin got to go down to 135. I don't get it.
I think people just try and use that because Devin's relatively tall, right?
Yeah. Well, for them.
How tall? Have you met him in person?
I've never met Devin in person. Devin's about 5'9".
That's pretty tall for.
Probably about 5. Is he about 5'9", 5'10"?
I'll tell you though,
Devin's
man.
5'9".
I've been around Shakur in person, and he was way taller than I thought. He was probably around 5'8", 5'9". I was shocked. I thought he'd be like a little guy.
Yeah.
Because I mean, compared to Loma, Devin was way taller. But I know Loma's like 5'5", probably.
Yeah, he's short.
Devin is 5'8".
That's what they say, but I wonder how tall he really is.
Well, he's taking pictures standing right next to Bud, and he looks every bit the same height as Bud, but he's bigger than Bud.
Okay, so
his bone mass is his structure is more solid and bigger than Bud.
When Devin's about to land a plane in his career, I see him run at 160. You know, yeah. When he's about to land a plane in his career, I see him at 160.
He started at 30, right?
I believe so.
Damn. So you think he's gonna go up 30 pounds? Huh?
I think he'll grow into it because.
Well, look at how many years he spent at 30. He should really be at 147 right about now because of the duration that he spent at that lightweight. But he's what, 24, 25 right now. So he'll be 147 in a couple of years. And he hasn't even made it into his 30s yet. So what Drew is surmising is pretty close.
Yeah, BF says he ain't gonna know how to 147. Well, he would know better than me. You know, I think his. I think. Time out, y'all. I gotta take this call. Y'all go ahead and cook.
I think that the possibilities. It depends on what type of fights are available to him and everything. But
let me ask you this, Storm. It's kind of off the topic, but I'm curious your opinion. Do you think Boo Boo's going to beat Benavidez?
That fight is a toss-up. My video breakdown on it talks about the fact that Andre, this is his first big fight. We don't know how he's going to respond to that because he's never had those. He's always been in A-side scenarios with, lower rated fighters.
Right.
This is the first time going into a match where the other guy can have equal billing and consideration. We don't know how that's going to affect him. This is not a fight where either man's abilities are going to be most impactful to them. This is going to be about who really wants it, and that's immeasurable by anybody because you just don't know what a man's particular motivation will be. So that being said, we know that Benavidez has been wanting Canelo for a long time. We know that Canelo unrightfully has his title because he lost it on the scale, but even that is kind of questionable because Canelo swooped right in and got that belt as soon as they stripped it from him, almost like within 24 hours, the way it made it look. So he's done everything he can do on his behalf to put himself in position to get the fight. And Canelo has fought several men outside of him to give him that shot at the title that he so-called lost on the scales. So immeasurably, you don't know how bad that fire in his belly is burning to get that. And Demetrius is standing in front of that. What does Demetrius have to shoot for outside of being victorious against this young upstarting fighter, right? We don't know, because Demetrius has kind of fiddled away a number of his years. Some due to his own doing, a lot due to external. So it's kind of hard to gauge that. But as we get up to fight week, you're going to see some intensity from both guys. And let's just put it like this. Demetrius is going to have to fight this kid. He's going to have to fight him. It ain't a boxing match, outpoint him and look good or sweet. It's going to be a fight. And we just don't know how he's going to respond.
50-50.
Benavidez is 10 years younger. 10 years younger.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Drew, what do you think?
On one hand, you want to go with the age thing. On one hand, you want to say the experience will play a factor. But late in the fight, that's when youth will kick in. If Benavidez is still there and he has a pretty good gas tank, if he's still there, busy, trying to cut the ring off, it's going to be a long night for Andrade. If he cuts the ring off early, it's going to be a short night. But I think that we're not the public, because Benavidez is fresh in our mind. We haven't seen Andrade in the ring in a long time.
Yeah.
And boxing fans have a short attention span. They go off of what they last saw.
Absolutely.
And Benavidez is what we last saw.
I never really watched much of Boo Boo. I know I'm supposed to be a boxing analyst, and I don't really know much about him. So I went in and I did an actual video on it, but I watched him and I was very impressed. Very impressed.
He has a high IQ, man.
High IQ, good power, good length, pause. He keeps the distance well. He's a tall dude, rangy. He classic southpaw. Throws punches and spins. I'm gonna have to go with Benavidez as well, but Andrade has all the tools to possibly, I would be an upset, I think, right at this point. I can't imagine
at this point, because Benavidez is on fire right now. And if this fight, you go back and look at the Caleb Plant fight, Caleb had some really good moments in that fight against him. He had some really good moments. Is Boo Boo that tough? He's never been pushed to the brink like that. You might see something out of him that we haven't seen before, or he could fold like a chair.
Well,
he could fold.
When I look at it, it's like if Caleb can do that, and Caleb looks like he's a little shorter than Boo Boo. If Boo Boo could apply the same formula with his size advantages and his power, I think he hits harder than Plant. Yeah, could cause some problems. Yeah,
and I think that that's something that people are not even thinking about. I think that if Benavidez walks forward, he don't respect you. You're gonna have to make him respect you. And if Boo Boo hits him hard enough, he catches him in an exchange coming in, I'd like to know how David's gonna react.
The thing with Benavidez, which I urge everybody watching to look at your favorite fighters or any fighters that you're interested in, look at their sparring clips, because I think sparring shows a lot more than people give it credit for. Benavidez has excellent defense. People do not give him credit for that, but I've seen it in some of his fights. It gets Plant, but more so in the sparring. he's just one of those guys where he doesn't mind after he feels what's coming. He doesn't mind, doing a couple of these and going forward to finish the job. But like you said, if he gets hit with something that he does mind, like when Charlo got hit with a couple Canelo shots, he was like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Then he'll adjust the way he fights, and I don't think he'll just be taking shots.
Benavidez has educated pressure. It's very educated.
Yeah.
It's not wild. I'm impressed with him. I am. I'm very impressed.
There is an X factor in Boo Boo's favor that he can pull something, and I'm gonna tell you what it is. I kind of saw a little hint of that when he fought Jason Quigley.
Yeah.
He jumped on Quigley early, and basically took him out of the fight. He hits hard enough that when that opening bell comes, he can run out there and jump on Benavidez as if he wants to take him out in one round. And because of the power that he brings, because you haven't seen that from him, but he's still capable of doing it, he can take the fight away from Benavidez in that first round. He can take it from him. But will he do it? I liken it to a scenario, if you remember through history, the way Lennox Lewis jumped on Andrew Galata in the first round of their fight.
And Michael Grant. Same formula.
Yeah. Lennox went right after those guys because with the great Emmanuel Stewart's blessing and teaching, these guys don't know what a real fight is, though if you let them get warmed up, they'll feel like they belong with you. That's what happened with Bo and Galata. Bo let Galata get warmed up and found out, oh, I could jab as good as him, if not better. Oh, I belong, But Lennox took that off the table. He went over there and boom, hit that sucker in the mouth and hit him upside his head and kept hitting him until he went to the canvas. And all of a sudden, Galata was like, what the hell happened?
Do you remember his face?
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
Crazy. What the fuck was that? Yeah.
This is something, again, Demetrius is experienced. And I'll tell you something. That may be one of the reasons why Canelo never wanted to fight him. Because, see, when you understand certain aspects of what guys bring, you stay away from it as much and as long as you can. Because that will be something that they can bring to the table. And if your guy isn't prepared for that, meaning doesn't even have something to counter that, that's where you lose the fight.
That's right.
And that's another reason why a lot of guys don't want to get in the ring with Demetrius Andrade, because he actually has that type of ability. When you listen to him talk, you interview him, and you see how his character disposition is, it doesn't reflect that. But don't think for one moment that he can't do that at any given moment in a fight or against any given opponent. Because when you're capable, when you have a full toolbox, and he does, that means that's an intangible that people can't prepare for or whatever. So just know that. And I recognize that in this. And that's the one type of fight that Benavidez has never had. He's never had somebody to come out there and hit him in his mouth and go upside his head straight from the opening bell.
Yeah.
For those of you that never saw it or just don't remember, we had Michael Grant on the show. He spoke about that. Lennox Lewis was a master boxer, all right? But against Michael Grant, there was nothing. Listen, he got a good workout in that camp, but the plan was going in and step to him. He didn't want to let Michael Grant into that fight because Michael Grant was a big, powerful guy who could out jab him because he had a bigger reach. And Lennox made a decision. Said, I'm not going to outbox this guy. I'm not going to let him in the fight. I'm going in and get him out. And he did. And Mike, I think when Mike fell, he did something to his foot too when he fell. And then go look at the Michael Grant fight and look at the Galata fight. When Galata was getting up off the floor, look at his face. I kind of like laughed because I saw it live.
Yeah.
He was looking like, even after the fight, when he went to dap it up with him, look at Galata's face. He was still in shock.
Yeah.
It was over. He said, I'm not going to play with this guy. I'm going to get him out of there. And that's what he did.
I asked referee Arthur Mercanti, who's the hardest puncher he's ever been in there with, and he said Lennox Lewis. He said those shots were crazy.
Yeah, Lennox was an animal. Lennox was a cat. Lennox was, and I make reference to him when he retired. He was the last respected fighter that actually ran into burning buildings looking for smoke.
Yeah,
he wasn't looking to save people. He was looking for smoke. He was looking to inhale it. How dare this building be on fire?
We didn't give him respect. I felt, at least I didn't. I don't know why. It was ignorant of me. I'm like, British pussy. That was like the mentality for a lot
listen,
of.
I'm gonna tell you what it was. We didn't like him because he was good, and he wasn't American.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yes,
he wasn't ours. Yeah. That's it. But he was that damn good.
Yeah, it was one of those things where like I appreciate it after he retired and watching the. Oh, I'm like, wow, he could really.
Yeah.
Because every fight, you're right.
In the 90s, we hated him.
Yep. We
hated him. We hated that goddamn accent. It's the last accent you want to hear when you're annoyed with a beer in your hand.
Yeah.
Like this motherfucker, and he kept winning. I mean, I don't remember exactly where I was when Hasim Rahman knocked his ass out. I didn't even bother watching the fight. I was at my boy's brother's college party, and the DJ got on the speakers and said, "Yo, Lennox just got slept." And I knocked people over. I was dancing with a girl, threw her. I ran to DJ. I said, "What'd you say?" And I ran back to the room, and the fight was over. And I said, "Oh shit!" But you know what I knew? I knew Lennox made Hasim dangerous. He made him dangerous by not training properly for him. But I knew, and this is no disrespect to Hasim, I knew who Lennox was, and I knew who Hasim Rahman was. And I said in the rematch, more than likely it's going to be different. And I think he fought him the day before my birthday. It was it November 15th that year when they rematched, and he got it done.
You're November 15th?
I'm November 16th. I'm 16. Oh shit! Yo, happy born day! I didn't even know. Scorpios, yes. You know, Nonito is November 16th too, right?
Nah, I didn't know that.
Oh man, Scorpios in the building.
Prodigy had my birthday.
Listen, man. To this day, that rematch between Rockman and Lewis, that 2-punch combination that Lewis hit him with, I think that is to this day the loudest punch combination I've ever heard. I can still hear what it sounded like when he hit Rockman with that. What was it? A sweeping left?
It was like a distraction left hook first,
and then he brought it,
and then came over with a sweeping right hook.
Dude, it sounded like a shotgun blast when he hit that guy with those shots. It was amazing, and I was like I said, to this day, I could still hear the sound resonating from that 2-punch combination.
Wasn't it a work of art? And you know what was brilliant? You heard Emmanuel Stewart tell him he was backing straight up with his arms out, and he told him, he said, "Look what he's doing. You can get him, move forward." And that's when he threw that sweeping. The jab was not supposed to land. It was a distraction. And when he hit him, and I think he bust his cheek right on the left side. Oh my God! I was like, God damn! And when he fell,
people should watch that again, because the distraction, it was a left hook, but it wasn't committed. It wasn't committed. It was a pure distraction, and people should watch that because it's a really good example in boxing how you set up shots and how you throw distractions, because distraction punches very important. You know, there's a lot of different ways to do it, but that was a beautiful distraction. Beautiful, because that's all Hassan was looking at, was that one, and then this one came from this side.
I was wondering if y'all watched that fight in the chat. If y'all watched that fight, Hasim was backing up with both hands out like a mummy, like that was his distance, and I'm like, why is he doing that? And Emmanuel picked that up.
The trainer told him too in the corner. He was like, "Yeah, just keep your arms out like that. He can't do nothing. Go back and listen to it." The round before he got knocked out, the stupid trainer Rockman was telling him.
Damn, I ain't beat that.
And if you look at it again, I'm pretty sure Lennox switches angles mid-combination. I'm pretty sure he throws the left, and then he turns this way and clips him with the right. So he also switches angles in that same shot, which is dope.
He said left cheek busted. Pause.
Fuck this. Oh.
His left cheek was busted, but you got to throw the pause at the end of that. Yeah, he's
We're men.
Yeah, I remember that though. Manny told him. Remember when he told him with Mike Tyson? He said, "Don't play with him now. Get his ass out of there. Don't play with him." He got his ass out of there too.
Emmanuel was punching Lennox in the chest. He was like, "You keep on messing around there, you gonna fool around, and he gonna knock your ass out." He just told him like he needed to hear.
He was a good trainer, man.
Yep.
He tried to do the same thing for Galata, for Donnell Nicholson against Galata. He was yelling at Donnell. He was like, "Look, man, you're gonna have to fight the guy. You let him push you around and everything. Stop fighting like a bitch and get in there and go get him." And before Donnell got back out there, he was like, "Oh!" He was yelling in the corner like Rocky is.
Yeah.
He still got knocked out.
There was something really.
Go back and watch it, man. That was some classic stuff, because HBO used to have the mic in the corner, right? And Emmanuel was yelling at Donnell Nicholson. He's like, "Man, you letting them push you around and you holding and everything like a bitch. Get your ass out there and fight him. You got to fight the man." Donnell was like, "Oh!" Straight out of a Rocky movie, man.
He tried. He tried.
Wait. Manny got some epic moments, man. We need to do a mixtape on what man. Do you remember listening to him call the J-Roff Tony fight in the last round?
No.
He was like, ah, he's down. He said, oh, he's down. Oh God, he got him down. Wait, the ref got to count. Jay's got to run and go get him. He got to go get him now. I was like, oh shit. He turned into a fan right there. He turned into a fan. He forgot he had a suit on to commentate. If you listen to the last fight, he's like, oh, he's down. He got him
Those are
down
the best
now.
commentators. Like, what was the dude? Is it Brian Custard? Or no, the dude who he would kind of scream and get excited commentating. Was it Brian Custard? The dude for Showtime?
Brian
No,
Custard?
I don't think it's Brian Custard. You don't always. He has one of those like deep announcer voices, but he's one who's like, "Oh, and he's down," and he screams all the time. Forget his name.
The black guy? He's a black guy?
No, he's a white guy.
Oh, the dude with the glasses. Oh shit.
Because
he
you don't
used to
hear
call MMA fights.
He might have. I don't know, but you don't hear commentators usually scream and get emotional. But I think it's an important ingredient. I think it gets the crowd amped. I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, man. Let me pull that shit up, man. That shit was funny.
You talking about Galata and Donnell?
No, I'm gonna put
I
up.
don't remember that. I want to see it.
J-Roff versus Tony.
I want to see the Donnell screaming one.
Oh wait, no. You know what? I'm gonna pull that up. What is it? How do you spell his name? Donnell Nicholson.
Dannell.
It's D-A?
Dannell. Donnell.
Okay.
Donnell Nicholson. Or just put Nicholson Galata.
Galata knocked him out, right?
Yeah, Galata ended up stopping him, but Emmanuel was yelling at him in between rounds, man.
Wait a minute.
Crazy.
I think Galata might have the most quits under his belt of any fighter in history.
Oh shit! Wait, I'm trying to get that. That was a round before he got knocked out, right?
Yeah, either that or it was 1 or 2 rounds before he stopped him. But it was so funny, man.
I got the fight right here. I want to get to the point.
Emmanuel was yelling at him.
There go Lou Duva. He was like, "Ah, you gotta get there and fight him now." I remembered it. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I gotta get to the point where he was screaming.
Yeah, I want to see that.
He was screaming. He was like, "Ah!" He powered up.
because Emmanuel got him amped.
Oh man, poor Donnell.
He powered up.
Oh man, I gotta get that. Wait, what round is this? Damn. Luduva's like, yo, this guy wants to quit. Nah, I'm gonna find that.
You can't find it?
No.
I just don't remember what round it was.
Here it is.
So long
Here we
ago.
go. Man, he's screaming at him.
Was this post Riddick Bogalata or pre Riddick Bogalata?
Pre, this is pre.
That
Definitely.
was pre. Yeah, that was definitely pre. Because Galata has some wins under his belt. You know,
Galata had a lot of skill, man. He just was a. He also was on.
That's why I said Lennox jumped on him and took that away from him. Because if he had gone out there and tried to box Galata would have ended up outboxing him like he did Riddick Bowe.
Yeah, but Galata was so easily thrown off his like.
Wait.
You found it?
Wait. Oh shit!
You found it? You found it?
First of all, Manny's beating the shit out of him.
Yeah, listen, man. That's one of the most classic things, man. Shit. I'll never forget that. That's in my mind forever, man.
Wait, no. What the fuck? Wait a minute. No, damn it.
What happened?
You lost the spot.
Yeah, wait. 24:39.
That was classic, man. That was some classic stuff. I'm sitting there at home watching that. I think that might have been Boxing After Dark or something. It wasn't.
No, it was Boxing After Dark.
Yeah, it wasn't World Championship Boxing on HBO. So it was like, but it was just one of those moments. It's like it was classic. Sort of like when Teddy Atlas was yelling at Michael Moore against Holyfield.
You know what though? You know what though, Stormy? I feel like Atlas almost did shit for show. Whereas
he did, especially when he found out those cameras was on him.
Yeah, where Emmanuel was more offensive.
Here we go, check it out.
You're not fighting, that's why you know that you take my weight. Go for him. Just jumping from the man and give it up. It's not even a good fight. Man. You just out here ducking and weaving. Go for it. But the rest of people got to fight. Oh, you get
Come on, man.
Yo, he's fighting.
Did I lie?
No.
He's fighting Rocky Balboa moment, man.
Fight, man. You just out here ducking and weaving. Go for it. But the rest of people got to fight. Oh, you get
I'll tell you though, that was not. He did not believe that. That was definitely not. There was no self-belief behind that. He said, "Oh."
Man, listen, I haven't seen that. I actually have it on tape because I used to tape all the fights. So I got it on VHS somewhere in my collection. But I haven't seen that in years since this shit happened. It was still hilarious. It is still hilarious to this day, man. It's like he yelled out.
He said, "Ah! Ah!" Yo, let me watch this. All right, Oh, wait, no, here it is. You need to listen to Manny. Listen to Manny. Listen to Manny right here. Manny stole the show.
His experience is coming through now. Oh my God, look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. Oh, Tony. Oh, that's it. That's it. Got him down. He's got him down. 3, 4, 5, 6,
Steve Smoker.
7, 8. He better do Julio Saints and run across the ring right away. Oh!
He said, he gotta run across the ring right away. He said, he's down, they got him down.
Yeah, he was amped.
Oh, man, I miss
But that's
Manny,
what
man.
you want in the commentator.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what you
Dude,
want.
do you remember J-Rob talking about his training regimen? Where his trainer used to sick the dogs on him and stuff?
Yo,
the German
Marco,
Shepherd?
you ever spoke to Vasily Jirov? This motherfucker told us his trainer used to sick dogs on him.
You
What
speak
the
English?
fuck? Bro, he was on the show, and we was like, what was your training like? He's like, yeah, you like trainer, you sick dogs on us. We was like, wait a minute, what? What the fuck? I ain't fucking with Russia.
They
Take him
sick
out in the water and
dogs
make him
on him?
swim back to the damn thing.
Drop him off in the water, make him swim back to the goddamn
Dogs,
land.
like plural?
Yeah, dogs.
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 He had
The
to fight
motherfucker-
dogs off of him, man.
Those Russians are different.
The fuck are you gonna do with a dog?
I don't know, Run. I don't know. I was like, what the fuck? And then we said, yo, James, he wants all the smoke. He says, yes, we can do it. I don't care. We can do it now. But he looked good. He looked good, man. He sounded good, too. He killed James now.
I should reach out to him. I didn't realize his English was good enough to like go on.
It's
the
real
show.
good. English is real good. English is
Guy
real
is-
good.
He's a walking soundbite himself. Vasily Jirov. He is not, listen, and it's not bravado. It's just that it's what he knows because that's how he was brought up. This is why we be saying, like, okay, when I give heavy critique of fighters of today, I have guys like Jirov and James Toney and those guys in my mind when I say what I say. Some people may think, oh, Stormy's being a little harsh. Man, these guys today, they're not even cream puffs compared to those men.
That's right.
They're probably whipped cream. You understand? Because those men were built different. They just were. Roy Jones Jr., what his dad put him through. It's like there was a lot of who was that? Drew, you had somebody on your show and they talked about how how you see the fighters jogging and running and the trainers and the coaches and be like in a car or something behind them. But it was somebody that said that they had the car behind them, but they had to run to keep the car from running them over. It was like,
oh shit, that was man.
freaking crazy.
Wow.
What some of these fighters used to go through, man.
Shit,
But I told you I wasn't lying about that. Emmanuel was talking about Donnell Nicholson, man. He was like, oh.
He tried. A lot of what
Did Jeremy fight Donnell Nicholson? I forget.
Did he?
Yeah.
He did, right?
Jeremy Williams, he fought Donnell.
He beat him, right? Or
He beat him.
He beat Donnell, but he lost to what's the
his
other
face?
guy that
Yeah, that's his first loss. The one who Riddick Bowe snuffed at the press conference.
That was I want to say his name begin with a D. Is the last name begin with a D?
Yeah, Donaldson?
No.
Donaldson or something like that. Something like that. That's the dude.
Larry Donald. Larry Donald.
That's what it
There
is.
you go.
Thomas is out
If
there.
and by the way, if you listen to that press conference, it's really funny. Riddick Bowe is screaming, "I ain't no Jeremy Williams. I ain't no Jeremy Williams."
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
I showed Jeremy that recently. He was like,
I'm gonna tell you something. Bowe went about it the wrong way because he should not have hit that man at the press conference.
Mm-hmm.
What he should have did that in the fight in the opening bell, because that's what Lennox did to Galata. You see what I'm saying?
It did take his heart though.
Yeah, but it was illegal. Larry Donald could have sued him and didn't have to
and
go
the fight
through
could have been off.
Yeah. But see, Bowe was just stupid like that. But if he hadn't done that, Larry Donald was going to beat Riddick Bowe.
Well, if you look at Evander Holyfield and Bowe, there's a clip of them talking within the past 5 years, and Holyfield calls him out. He goes, "Why'd you hit that man at the press conference?" He goes, "That dude was scared of you." and you hit him when he scared you, and then he brought up somebody else. Well, Lennox got in your face. He goes, you didn't do shit. Evander called him out.
Yeah.
And then Riddick goes, well, he was saying something to me, and Evander goes, he was trembling. What do you mean he was saying something? You didn't say shit. But Lewis said something to you. That was funny. You should look it up.
Yeah,
hilarious.
Yeah, see, Evander. Let me say this about Evander, which is why I really like the guy. He had a complete understanding because throughout his life, he was a small kid, and when his coaches and stuff in the gym, when he told the story 1,000 times. They told him, they said, you could be heavyweight champion of the world one day if you just believe in yourself and this and that. And he said he was 8 years old and a little bitty kid in the gym. But what he learned over time, he learned to master your feelings of what you deal with, whatever your fears are, what your inhibitions may be, stuff like that. And he fueled that around his boxing. And that's how he was successful. In other words, his character was fortified within that. And there was a lot of strength there. That's why he could tell Bo what he told him about Larry Donald and everything, because it's like, I remember Evander talking about a press conference that he had with, what's the guy's name? The little short cruiserweight. I can't think of him right now. The one that he won the title from.
Oh, not Kawi.
Yeah, Dwight Muhammad Kawi. They were on their press tour for the first fight. And Dwight got in his face and was like, you think I'm scared of you? He was talking junk to Holyfield. And Holyfield was just standing there. And if you guys remember, back during his career, Holyfield didn't do a lot of talking. He'll talk your ear off now. But when he was a fighter, he didn't talk. He said, in the aftermath, looking back on that fight, he said when Dwight got in his face like that and asked him, do you think I'm scared of you? He said he knew he had him, because he said that nothing was put out there about fear, intimidation, or anything like that. And he said once a person starts speaking on intimidation or fear, that means that's what they're withholding within themselves. Right. He said, that's when I knew psychologically I had an advantage. And it makes all the sense in the world if you think about it. Because if you speak it into existence, that's because it's coming from you. You know what I mean? It's just like he also gave an account of the first time he fought a fighter that was a little older than him, but the guy had a mustache. So mentally, he was going into the fight like, oh, I'm fighting a man. You know what I'm saying? And it played with his psyche, because he beat the guy, but he was like, I was worried about the guy because he had a mustache. Seriously.
I get it though.
He didn't have a mustache. He was young in the amateurs, and he's fighting now a guy who's got a full mustache.
Yeah.
Think about that for a moment.
Yeah.
Those are the psychological aspects of what a fighter deals with and doesn't deal with, that it can fuel you. It can take you into a place of being okay when you understand that you put yourself at ease, because this is all a part of life. You have to deal with it sometimes. This is why I say a lot of the guys of today are not built the same, because they don't get the teaching that they're supposed to get. You can listen to a guy talk like Evander and learn a lot of stuff from what he talked about. I ain't talking about the battles and this and that, but it's just certain tidbits that will help assist and gain something for a person's character, along the way. Go ahead.
And let me bring the conversation full circle back to Devin Haney. This is why I respect that kid so much. I respect the road travel. I talked about this all the time. Respect the road travel. All right. And I get triggered when cats say, oh man, you're fake. You're they're trying to say he's fake and everything. He's spoon-fed, silver spoon. Bullshit. Okay, bullshit. He went to Mexico to turn pro. Y'all don't say the same shit about Canelo, who had 14 million fights in Mexico before he touched on American soil. And then when he did fight here at 19, he fought Miguel Cotto's brother and almost got his ass knocked out. No, he gets credit for that, though. You understand what I'm talking about? Devin Haney, at this point in his career, has done a ton of shit that I don't see Tank doing. Because not when you're weight draining everybody. And Shakur wouldn't do. Not when you can't ask Bob Arum to give Frank Martin an additional $500,000 just so you can make the fight and prove a point. These guys ain't cut from Devin's cloth. Teofimo Lopez, you're holding a WBO strap, insisting, we just found out today, you're insisting you're retired, but they gave him a strap that he don't even have to defend, which means he could just sit back and wait and have his pick of the litter. And I'm going to tell you something else. Bill already said, it's not about belt with you, Teofimo. It's about what you said. You ran to 140, right? You ran to 140. Now Devin's there. Granted, he beats Regis Prograis. What if you still can't get the Tank fight done? He's going to look to Teofimo Lopez. What Lopez going to do? Say I'm retired? Or, hey, Tank, I'll go back down to 135 for you. These are things y'all have to fucking consider. And everything I said is a possibility. But one thing we do know is that Devin never ducked any smoke. So why does Devin Haney have to go to 135 to face Tank? Does he have the belts? Yes. But does he have to? Because Tank said it's not about belts. Floyd said belts don't pay the bill. So if he went to 140 for Mario Barrios and still sold some seats, he can go to 140 and fight Devin for the belt he's about to pick up. Marco, let everyone know where they can find you. I got to go to the gym.
Marco Boxing on YouTube. Just got a video out. Interviewed Francis Ngannou's trainer, Dewey Cooper. Good stuff. Thank you. Talking about that whole thing. I interviewed, weirdly enough, Tyson Fury's cousin. Yeah, I know, young kid in England, his cousin, kind of getting that side of it. And yeah, man, I got some stuff coming up. I think Clarissa Shields and some others. But yeah, Marco Boxing on YouTube. Please peep it, subscribe, like it, all that stuff.
Hell yeah. Y'all go to his channel. There's a lot of gems on there. You'd be surprised who pulls up. Stormy. I already know, but I'd love to hear you say it. Let them know.
And everybody can find me right here on YouTube. Stormy B-Man is the channel. I just dropped the link in the chat. That's Stormy B-Man, all caps, but no cap.
Okay, Stormy, I saw some of your Kung Fu stuff. Good work. I like it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. You have a whole separate, for those, I'm sure people watching know, but you have a whole separate thing you do with Kung Fu and you break down movies, right?
Yep.
Yeah, we pop in the night. Nerds on Culture. We pop in the night. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. We're discussing. Well, I'll let Stormy tell me what we're talking about tonight.
Oh, tonight we're gonna talk about top 5 cops and robbers type films. We're gonna do a little bit on that, and it doesn't mean that they're the top 5 of all time, but we selected 5 that we're gonna talk about for the show, and that'd be worth a good listen. Tune in, But as far as that Kung Fu stuff there, Marco, I know Kung Fu better than I know my boxing, believe it or not. And that goes back to almost a 60-year stretch and spans of Kung Fu films and materials. So, yeah, if you enjoy that, you can go back in my library. There's plenty, because I think I'm up to 70-something in my Kung Fu film focus reviews. I've done quite a few of them.
Hey, Marco, I used to tell Stormy about when they used to air the Kung Fu movies down on 42nd Street way back in the day. They used to be in the theaters out here way back in the day.
Yeah, the 80s, early 80s, mid 80s. Yeah.
It's 42nd Street. Times Square used to be a dirtbag place. They cleaned it up now. It used to be nasty in there. One side of the street, hoes in broad daylight. One side of the street was Kung Fu movies. The other side was the porno shows. It was crazy. And we
had the same thing here in the Chi. I think Chicago copied New York a lot, in what they were doing. And we had a row of movie houses where you watched the Kung Fu films. Sometimes it was like $3 for $1.75, $1.50. You can go and see 3 Kung Fu films, or it'll be 2 Kung Fu films and a horror movie, or some kind of B or C movie, playing in these movie houses. You go 2 blocks over, there's 2 more, 3 more theaters. Man, those were the days.
Those are good old days.
Yeah, it's like we used to get on the train on a Saturday or Sunday morning and go down there. The movie theater opened at 8:45, and we would watch all of them once, and then maybe a second one, twice. With the first film that played. So
yeah,
those were the days, man.
Yeah.
So y'all make sure y'all tune in tonight, and then 10:30. We got pep talk. Y'all already know. You already know what I'm gonna do. So salute to everybody in November.
Oh, and one more thing. I got my video premiere around 12 noon Central Time. It's up for the members already, but I did a video on Ramla Ali winning over the weekend because, she was stopped back in June, 5 months ago, by this woman that she rematched this Saturday on the undercard of Cadena versus Vasquez. And she won that fight, man. She outboxed that woman, and it proves what I said about fighters. When you suffer a setback, a loss, when you find out what you've got, is when you come back and you face that challenge again. She didn't take a fight in between. She came back and fought the woman that knocked her cold, because that lady knocked her cold back in June, Guzman. And Ramla Ali came back and outboxed her and won a unanimous decision. Got her position back, and I love that. So I did another video on her. I call her the beautiful boxer. That don't mean she's the most beautiful, but it fits. And that I just want people to know that that's out there for those who follow Ramla Ali.
Hell yeah. I'm looking forward to that fight, man. And salute to y'all, man. Tune in to all of us tonight. And I'll be back in the saddle tomorrow to talk with this sport that don't love us, because we're just abused spouses at this point. So I think the general's on. Let's head up over there, man. Bronx on deck.
Move! Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.